Yeah, so I didn't plan on making this video at all. Um, this is weird and it kind of sucks. I'm not even gonna do an intro because there's no real point. It's not that kind of video. Um, so if you know anything about me, you will know that I, do YouTube, hence the video that you're currently watching. And that I do. I talk about games and stuff occasionally, far more rarely than I would personally like. But I mean, it's just the way it is. And I every once in a while, I just like to sit and talk about games or movies or television or who knows what else. But then there's other things which I don't really get pleasure out of talking about. But I just feel like I maybe should. Again, not because anyone expects anything of it or that I even have anything in particular to share. Because especially for like this kind of thing, I don't. If you looked at the thumbnail or read the title, you'll know that I never met the guy. I never, followed him like religiously or anything like that. I just checked out a couple videos every once in a while, and obviously if you also read the title and have looked at any of the other like thoughts and discussion videos that I do for games and movies and stuff like that, you'll know that I 100% ripped off his thumbnail title thing that he does because I loved it so much. So yeah, this video is about John Bain, or TotalBiscuit. One of those people that if you've been on the internet and have any interest in video games or anything like that, you probably know who they are, who he was, yeah. Yeah, this is a weird video. Again, I didn't have any real interaction with him or anything like that, but it's an interesting, and I don't mean interesting in a fun way. It's an interesting thing. So I should probably explain myself. A little while back, I was browsing through YouTube, and I came across this video. I believe it was by Sid Alpha. Do correct me if I'm wrong about that. I think that's the gentleman's name. Who was obviously a friend, or at least was very, very heavily inspired by TB. And basically, the reason I checked out the video is because I saw it had mentioned something about him. And again, I wasn't ever the biggest fan. It wasn't like I watch every video religiously or anything like that. But it's one of those. TB was one of those people that I would every once in a while just kind of drop in and see what they thought about something, and because he usually had something very interesting to say, whether I agreed with him 100% or not. He was like a game critic, and he cared about the medium, and he talked about it, and he liked sharing things with people in that way, and I enjoyed checking them out. Every once in a while I just drop in and check out a video. So I saw the video by Sid Alpha, and basically during that he went on to kind of discuss a topic that apparently had been released earlier that day or the day before. I couldn't exactly tell you. Where, because I'd known that TB had been in a very bad way in relation to his cancer for quite some time, and it was always one of those things where like, it sucks, man, but I mean, come on, you can get through it. Cancer fucking sucks so much. My grandmother's had to go through it. My other grandmother went through it and didn't fare nearly as well. And it just really sucks. And you always want to hope that someone's gonna get through that kind of thing, and sometimes they just don't. And fuck, does that suck? I don't know why I'm making this video. It's just a really weird thing. Anyway, again, I was watching that video, and basically, I guess it had come out that TB had officially hit a point where there was nothing they could really do to fix what was going on. They couldn't do anything about it. He hit the point where there was no treatment that was going to work. And when I first watched that and watched my man's video on it, you could tell it really affected him, because not only was it, I mean, it was affecting someone he really, really looked up to. And again, I never really had that kind of relationship with TB. I mean, again, I can't stress this enough. I just kind of checked out a video every once in a while, but I don't know. It fucking sucks. God, I hate cancer so much. Yeah, so basically that was the information that was revealed on that, and that TB was kind of going to be giving up most of the things that he was doing otherwise, and he was just basically going to, like, maybe he would stream every once in a while, but he was for the most part just going to take it easy for as long as he could, you know? And I hope he did. I hope he did. Cause as of earlier today, I guess, TB's not around anymore, and I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know. Never. It's a weird thing, because despite having that little, very, very little actual interaction, and again, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a thing. It's really surprising sometimes when you think about how I need to stop doing what's happening to my face right now. It's really strange sometimes to see how different people affect you, even if you know nothing about them, really. Because it affects me, and I don't know why. It's a shame, and it's not. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, pity me or anything like that, because that's definitely not the case. I'm not the one who isn't here anymore. You know, it brings me back to, obviously, just not to the same extent, because when Monty Owen passed away quite a few years back now, it's crazy to think it's been as long as it has. Look back on that and see how that affected me, and that ruined me for weeks. It's someone who inspired me, and I would not be here today doing the things that I do. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now if it wasn't for someone like Monty. And while it's to a much, much less extent, I think some of that same inspiration and whatnot goes to John Bain. And it's just a damn shame, you know? Again, it doesn't affect me near as much as it does, I'm sure, other people. I'm sure other people it affects very much in the same way Monty did. It's just something that just kind of ruins you for a while. I don't know, I think it's so weird whenever something like this happens, you know, because especially for people who do the kind of things that I do, and the things that Monty did, and the things that John did, because they're it's something like maybe you see them or hear from them every single day, or every other day, or every week or so, or whatever the case happens to be. You hear from them, and it never really sinks in that one day they're just not gonna be there, and some of them are gonna go way earlier than they should. It hurts because, you know, those people had so much talent, and they had so much to go for them, and they had whole lives to live, and then they're just not there one day. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's fucking stupid. And I kind of hate it. I wonder if they probably hate it more, or would. I don't know why I made this video. I don't know. I wanted to talk about it. When I saw it, it just... When I first heard about... when I first saw Sid's video, and it basically went on to kind of explain how things were going and his opinions and thoughts, and it was like, maybe I should make a video about it, because, like, I don't know much about TV, but I had just enough to where it did matter, and I felt horrible hearing the news, and I wanted to wish him well, and I didn't. And it's really hard to wish someone well now. But I think the best thing to do is just to say thank you to him, and to people like him who always are there, inspiring people who are inspiring schmucks like me to steal their really clever and fun thumbnail shit. Thanks to them for you know, paving a way for people like me to come and sit and do this thing that I'm doing, that I do every day. And it's without people like that a lot of people don't get inspired to do things like this. They don't even get the chance, or the thought, or the want to do that kind of thing. And it's people like John who showed up and, you know, and did what they loved, and gave people that inspiration. So it's a real damn shame when they're just not there anymore. I don't really know what else to say. Again, I didn't have any real plan going into this. It's just a rambly mess. I finally hit that point where my tears stopped going. Everything's just dry now. Yeah, no, this, that really sucks to hear that he's not here anymore. And, I know they're just words, and words are damn near useless. But I do, fuck. I really do. My thoughts go out to everyone who ever looked up to him, and to people like him in these kind of situations. I know, again, I bring it back to someone like Monty, and I can't imagine what people who actually looked up to him, and the family, and things like that, what they must be going through for this kind of thing. If it affects a random, completely pointless schmuck on the internet like myself, I'm sure it's no small feat for anyone else to have to go through it. yeah, um, I wish his family and all those who looked up to him and who got inspired by him and just him himself. I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys well, and I hope he had as best a time as he could before he was gone as he could. You know, that's really the best anyone can ask for. Thanks for being you, TB. I might not have always agreed with everything that ever came out of your mouth, but thank you for paving the way for schmucks like me and for inspiring losers like me and just for being you and doing what you loved. I'm gonna miss not being able to check in and anymore. But yeah, fuck. I really don't know why I made this. Yeah, I just wish everyone well. I really don't know what else to say other than that. I guess other than I'm probably gonna end it here. Yeah. I wish you guys well. The world's gonna be a little bit suckier of a place. But hopefully there'll always be someone else who can see that kind of person and be that for someone else, be that for the next, then another generation or another, group. I don't know. Bye, TB.